Oh, money.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to do golf ball tracer effects in Adobe After Effects. So the first thing I generally do is I go up to animation and I go to track camera. So it's going to start tracking the camera immediately, but we want to change this to variable zoom because the lens does zoom in. So now it's finished tracking. So if you click on the actual 3D camera tracker layer, you'll see all these points. Generally, I like to choose a point that's right where the golf ball is or right around where the golf ball is. So we're going to go here and we're going to make a new null by right-clicking on these points. So we have a null, and I like to go through and just make sure it's tracked. Seems to be tracked properly, even with the zoom in. That's the main thing you want to check, because this will literally not work unless your tracking is good. So the first thing we're going to do is press G on your keyboard and go to where the ball was. Zoom in, and you're going to click on the golf ball. Then you now have this point on the golf ball, and then you're going to want to come down here to this cube and make it a 3D object. So you'll see right away it gets pushed up into the footage. We're actually just going to drag that down there, and then we're going to scrub through and make sure the point is still perfectly tracked onto the ball, and it is, or where the ball was rather. So click on this drop down, go down to contents, go down to shape, and then just go ahead and delete stroke 1 and fill 1 and just focus on the path. So now you have the path, and what we're going to do, we're going to draw 3 points. We already have the first point, so we have where the ball gets hit. Then we're going to go to the arc, and it seems like this is around where it starts coming down, so make sure your path 1 is selected and click on the ball. Now I believe it was getting hit to the left, so we're going to make the line go to the left. And we can zoom out, and we can see, if we go back, it's more or less pretty spot on. Now we can actually adjust this because it's not as curved as I thought. So we're actually just going to get rid of this. Go back to here and make the line maybe a little bit straighter. The line doesn't have to be exactly where the ball goes, because when we add like the stroke or the actual line itself, it's going to cover up some of where the ball goes. So now I actually lied. We're going to add 4 points. We're going to add a point where the ball completes its arc before it starts coming down. So we're gonna do this and just make it nice and curved. Okay, so you see it bounce up right there? That will be the end of the complete arc, and it looks pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the line itself, the actual stroke. Now for this video, I was instructed to add red strokes, so that's what I'm gonna do for this tutorial as well, but you can really make it any type of stroke you want. So we're gonna go over to add, and we're gonna hit gradient stroke. Then click the drop down to gradient stroke and go to edit gradient and just make both these points red. Okay.